Hi, my name is Shia. Welcome to the website How to Knit a Kippah. Today I'm going to teach you how to knit a kippah from the start until the end. We're going to continue. Sorry, we have a circle here. And our point is to make a kippah nice and wide and flat. If we continue just like we did, then the kippah will be nice and big, just very, very rounded. So how do we continue like normal? Is we continue one normal, which is we put the needle in the hole, bring the thread through, and loop it right back. But then the next one, we put the needle in the hole, like this. Again, we put the thread through, pull the needle through, and again pull the thread through. But then instead of continuing, I'm going to do the same movements into the hole that I just came from. That's called a double loop. So here, take the needle, put it through not the next hole, but the present hole, like this. And I do the same thing, bring the thread, pull the needle, and pull the thread through. Now you see how this stitch is quite raised, and this will help us enlarge our kippah. At the beginning stages, when the kippah is very, very small, like the size of a shekel, we have to do this every other loop. And after every row or two, you do it less and less often. So let's continue. One normal one. And again, one double loop, which we go into the one that we came from. Sometimes it's hard to find it because at the beginning of a kippah, the thread is often very small and hard to reach. And again, it's raised. I'm going to continue for about a row. One normal one. And one double one. See, I go back into the hole where I came from. Now you see a little bit that I'm struggling to put the needle through the holes. This is because it's the beginning stage where things are a little bit tight. Once we continue a few rows, it will get much, much easier. So I'll continue. One normal one. Sorry, it's tight. And one double one. Who would have thought that knitting needs muscles? That was a double one, I forgot. And you see I made a mistake right here. I pulled it through, but I got a loop caught in. So in order to go back on that, I pull out the needle, tug on the thread, 1, 2, 3, and I start over again. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. This was a single loop, so the next one's going to be double. I'm going to go through the hole, like normal, and again through the present hole. I see the kippah is getting slowly bigger. I'm going to continue a few rows. And slowly but surely, your kippah is enlarging. People say that I move fast, but that comes with experience and time. Now you see the chain that we did goes around in a circle, and all these are raised bumps. Those are the double holes, double loops. It's still quite tight. Now, after I continued about a row, and I don't really know how much is a row because I have no place to, I don't know how to keep track of it. So I really just count. Now the row is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 20 stitches. So 1 minute, I'm going to finish the row. Again, this is a double loop. This kippah is starting to take shape. And again. Now, when I learned how to make kippahs, everyone would say, you have to add loops. You have to lessen the loops that you add. And I would say, how would you know? How would you know? Because I never really know when to do it. But little by little, you start to feel it. If it feels tight, and if it feels like the kippah is getting bumpy, then you know to add a loop. That also comes with time. Now as the kippah is getting bigger, I'm going to add the loops, add the double loops, but not every other one, but every third one. So let's start from here. 1, 2, 3. And now as I see the kippah starting to curve, I know that's perfect time to add another loop. And again, 1, 2. Sorry, it's tight. I'm going to do it again. 1 I did. 2. 2. Sorry, 2. 3. And again, it's getting tight. And I will add another loop in the present hole. And magic, the kippah is getting bigger. And again, 1. 2. 3. And double. 1. 2. 3. Sorry. 3. And double. Now I'm going to do it every 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the present hole. And this makes the kippah get bigger and bigger. Now I'm going to do it every 4. The next row, I'll do it every 4. And then in the third time, the third row, I'll start doing it every 5. I'll explain that again. 1 minute. Now I'm doing it every 4. 1. Sorry, that was 4. Sorry. Okay. Now I'm going to add a loop every 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And double. The kippah is expanding little by little. Now I know that every time I reach this spot, then I know that I added a new row. And the kippah is made of tons and tons and tons of rows. The next row that I get to, when I get back to the spot where I started, instead of adding a double loop every 4, I add a double loop every 5, etc., etc., 6, 7, 8, depends on the number of rows I'm doing. That's the number of double loops that I have to add. 4. Sometimes it's hard to remember where you started and when you finished. So if you want, you can add a paper clip or maybe a little sticky note or something so you know where to go back to. 1, 2, 3, 4. And double. Okay?
Abre só para se mover.
And now it's starting to look like a Kippah, finally. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. This is about where we started. So from here on, I'm going to do it every 5, and then every 6, and then every 7. And little by little, you get the grasp of knowing when you need a double loop, or when you need more double loops, or when you need less. It's all in the feeling in your hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, and double it up. And again, 1, 2,